this week. Don't know a lot about the deck. Good chance we're going to have to read some of the cards, but it looked fun, and we tried a couple try-hard decks the last couple days, so figured we'd give it a try. I really like Winding Constrictor right now. People tell me Karn's amazing. I mean, I got to imagine we're just going to die to a bunch of Goblin Chain Whirlers, but should be fun nonetheless. Don't care a whole lot whether we win or lose. Just want to have some interesting, fun matches. I'm also pretty tired. I blame Misplaced Ginger for this deck, though. He played Snake Fangs all day today. I just couldn't play Snake Fangs without playing fun cards. Oh, well, this seems like a keep. The old black-white deck, you say? I don't know what that card is, friendo. Please don't kill our sneaky snakey. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what that card is. I had that guy in one of my sealed decks. It's pretty sweet. Nice. Our winding, and our opponent are both asking each other not to judge each other for the decks that we're playing. I don't. It has to be like, what? What just happened? Yeah, if he doesn't kill this Metallic Mimic or this Winding Constrictor, we get to do insane things next turn. And if he does kill the Mimic or the Winding Constrictor, we can at least play Karn, which isn't that bad. So, either way, we probably get a pretty reasonable play this turn. We can probably kill a lot of things, too, if we want. Now the question is, do I want to kill Karn or do I want to kill Gideon? Because not actually sure which I want to kill. Yeah, you can, but I don't know if maybe that would have been better. I'm not sure. There's a good chance that could have been better. I think I'm just going to kill the Gideon. I think I'm less afraid of the Karn overall. I guess we could have made 2/2/2s last turn and then like just jam Karn this turn. Maybe that would have been better. Wait, what's this do? could have been better. No fumigate, please. That would be saddening. There's only 22 lands in this deck, so I assume we're not going to draw our untapped land, but how good would it be if we did? I guess you get this one then. Keep this up so we know what cards he's got chilling over here. No! Okay. It's just a walking BB. Just a walking friendo. He's probably gonna... Ooh, wow, he's killing that one? Guess I'm supposed to just go ahead and kill it then. And he's gonna kill the Metallic Mimic to go with it. And hopefully we hit a land. If not, if he doesn't have Fatal Push... Oh, well, there's just a land, so we're just going to go for the big play then. There's a good chance that he kills something here. I think I want to put 2 counters on that one. Maybe I should have attacked it with both, but if he had a Fatal Push, he would have already used it. Make sure he can't get his Fatal Push back. Have like 1,000,000 damage in play. I like how this thing's an artifact, so like it increases this thing. But he could just be on like approach and getting ready to settle the Rekishus or something. This looks like an approach deck. Hour of Revelation. Alright. Yeah, this does definitely look like an approach deck. It's kind of interesting. He's playing a bunch of Planeswalkers and the Hour. Well, the Fatal Pushes definitely isn't where we're wanting to be here. 1-1 go. What you gonna do when the 1-1 runs wild on you? We have some like Duresses and stuff in the sideboard, so naturalizes, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, so maybe we can go a little bit longer, but well, we got a 1-1. Oh boy, that could be game. That could just be game. I can't think of something off the top of my head that we can beat that with. Deck list. Let's look at our deck to see if we're scooping. I guess it's not great versus Karn. Yeah. We'll definitely be sideboarding a lot, but let's figure out what else is in his deck, I guess. I don't think we can come back from here. I'm pretty sure we're just locked out, but I mean, like maybe there's a world where we hit a couple more land drops and draw like running ballistas or something, and then we can do enough damage to him, but that's probably not likely. That's probably the best card we could get. And it's still not that good. We'll probably get 2 damage in this turn, I guess. If he doesn't have anything. Oh, we get to get 3 in. That's cool. Bottom of the library. Bottom of the library again. Never give up. So he's going to have 10 mana starting next turn, so I'm pretty sure we can just concede. GG. We got. Alright, so what are we going to do in our sideboard? Definitely going to bring in these. I think we're going to bring in these because the games seem like they're going to go a little long. I believe I'm going to bring in these. I think I'm going to bring in this too. Don't know what he has in his graveyard or in his deck to like. I feel like there could be some Lyras or something, so I kind of want these, even though they might not be good. So if I want all of this, what does that do to us? We just don't have anything to sideboard out, do we? Can I sideboard out, like, a bunch of this stuff? Maybe I can sideboard these out. Huh. No, I think I like these. They allow us to attempt to get kind of nutty draws. The games are going to go long enough, I just don't want those. I guess I'm going to get rid of these two. I really like Land of Worlds versus decks that potentially have Wrath of Gods. Even if we are kind of landlight, I think it's just a risk we have to take. Pretty medium hand here, but we did sideboard out 8 of the things that smooth our mana, so probably not going to get a lot better hands than these. What you going to do when the 2/2 Metallic Mimic runs wild on you? No. That's a pretty good thing to do. That will stop us from running wild. Missed the land drop. First strike, pro black bro. Alright, well we need to land this turn. Alright. Can't attack. That thing's a good blocker. We do have some like walking ballistas and Vraska's Contempts and stuff in the deck, so well I guess you get, oh gosh, I guess you get a Fatal Push. That's brutal. To hit 2 removal spells off that. I'm supposed to just play this? If I play this, I can play this. Just don't know if that's good enough. Could I have done that differently? If I played this for 2? Oh no, it would have been the same thing. This is game 2, we're down a game. Killed a Planeswalker? How do we kill the Planeswalker? What do I do to kill a Planeswalker here? Like I can't kill a Planeswalker, can I? Like I can't attack into his first strike, dude. And even if we did, we'd only do 2 damage to it. No. Planeswalkers aren't artifacts. It's colorless, but it's not an artifact. If I could naturalize it, I would 100% naturalize it, but it's not an artifact. I guess I'll double check next turn, but he's not. We're in a pretty rough shape now. So I gave him a swamp and he didn't play it. I guess that means he just wants to cast Fumigate? Oh, he wants to cast that. Wow. That's pretty darn strong here. I guess I would rather keep the Foundry Inspector than the Winding Constrictor. Oh, we get to attack Karn. I don't know what that does, but... I got rid of the... Ooh. Guess I'll keep that one. I got rid of the Winding Constrictor instead of the Foundry because we've already put a Fatal Push in his hand. So we know he has a Fatal Push. Oh, he's just got another? That's brutal. Brutal. I don't think we're going to come back here. I don't think we have anything that lets us come back here. I guess we'll put that on top too, but like we're still just getting further and further behind. He can kill our thing this time with his Fatal Push. Like we're getting pretty easily dispatched here. Oh well, he didn't use the Fatal Push. I gave him a Fatal Push, didn't I? Yeah, I gave him a Fatal Push. Definitely has a push in his hand. I guess he just doesn't care about it. It's a pretty big hit. It's a chance that I should have blocked while I could. I guess we don't want that. Address you. See how bad the news is. Because we're going to naturalize this thing this turn. Okay. I have no graveyard synergies, so... Okay, he just wanted to kill the Foundry. That's fine. Alright. Well, let's take this one, I guess. Alright. If he bricks a turn or two, like, maybe we can crawl back in? Hey, no, what's up? Not a lot. Getting smashed here. Hey, call me. Take a nice 4 damage, which is half of our life total. That was not a blink at all. We were looking for you to hit a blink here, friendo. Playing this deck? Everybody's playing my deck? I don't think I've saw anybody playing my deck. I didn't know my deck was a deck. Oh, come on, don't hit the third Karn to R1. That's just brutal. We're not going to beat the third Karn for sure. Definitely 0% chance to beat the third Karn. Seemed fine already. Like, I feel like I played the deck pretty badly and I didn't have particularly good draws, but it seems fine. It's pretty strong results. Probably all the red decks are pretty good versus control, I would imagine. Wait, what do we get? So we get one of these. Neither of them do anything. So, GG. Good luck, friendo. So, yeah, smashed pretty hard there. Third Karn. I don't think we were in a bad shape even before the third Karn, but I think the third Karn put us in a spot where we didn't even have theoretical outs. This hand's good enough. I think black red's okay. I think if you're just wanting to beat control, mono red's probably better. Also, don't think the deck that I'm currently playing can beat mono red, so if you're looking to beat my deck, mono red's probably a good choice for it too. We're gonna try to be greedy here and look for a swamp or a forest. Kinda hit, but not really. Like, our deck gets pretty slaughtered by chain whirlers, so 100% block. I call. There's just nothing he can play that scares me in that regard. Beaumont Courier probably does more damage overall. I think Teferi's much better than Karn, but like Karn's good in certain decks. So we draw an untapped land this turn. We've got pretty good plays available to us. You're not an untapped land, so it's unfortunate. Yep, pretty bad shape now, but the Teferi won't get banned. It's not good enough to get banned. Alright, well, we can't block anything here. I guess we could block the Pia if he attacked, but he's not gonna attack with a Pia. Phoenix is good. Again, we need that untapped land. Yeah, we got it this time. Two. This is the best we can do here. Guess we need to kill this so we can attack. We're in a pretty poor shape right now. Guess I can't attack with that one. I was giving him the opportunity to block if he wanted, but that way we could save our fatal push. He, of course, did not want to block. If he hadn't played the Phoenix that turn, we could have played a Gear Hulk and done some kind of sweet stuff, but definitely not in good shape now. I think I'd block the Pia if given the opportunity. I'll probably also block the Scrap Heap Scrounger if given the opportunity this turn. Basically, my Mimic's probably going to block this turn. And we're going to hope our Foundry Inspector survives. Because I'm not very bright. That would have been a better play. Yep, your play's better. Like I said, not very bright. I guess I want to put counters on both of these. Yep, him having a P is just really bad now for us. Well, he didn't have to have that P if we'd played better. So we're still at 11, and we have a pretty big blocker. I don't think Green-Black Snake's even remotely good. I think it loses to all the blue-white decks and all of the red decks. Let's see how he attacks here. Well, that's really good for me if he doesn't have any better plays than that. He just pumped it once though, so that's probably bad for me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure we just win here. He's only got one blocker, so we just throw all the counters on the Trampler, attack with both. He takes about 1,000,000 trample. Not particularly. I don't think this format's... I like solved formats, and we're not at a point of this format where it's solved yet. And, like, every deck just seems really, really poorly constructed at the moment. Like, every deck feels like it has 2 or 3 bad matches. And like I feel like most people are like overplaying Karn. I don't think the black-green deck should even be a deck. I think it's so bad. I think people are like not playing GPG when they probably should. I think the blue-white decks are kind of medium. I think the white-black decks are probably the best overall decks, but like they just can't beat all these like bad mid-range green decks. But all these bad mid-range green decks can't beat 1,000 other decks. So like. It's kind of like you're playing ABC right now, but like it feels similar to Modern, to where every deck just has 1,000,000 bad matches and you're hoping to get the right pairing. Anyway, go ahead and dump out these, even though these were pretty good. But we're going to want the Harvesters, we're going to want the Contempts, we're going to want the Yehennies, and then we're going to want the little Scrappy. I feel like all the decks we're seeing right now are just untuned versions of the decks that we'll see at like the Grand Prix and the Pro Tours, but probably the Pro Tours. I have to mulligan this. It's pretty bad. I guess we'll keep this. It's pretty bad too. Yeah, I'll grab that. Nothing beats that, except for, you know, every deck other than like the history of Banala decks. I just think like a lot of people aren't trying specific things, and I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why red-green monsters / red-green dinos is... I don't understand why people aren't trying it. I don't understand why many people aren't playing very many GPG decks. I don't understand why people are playing black-green rock instead of like Sultai Snake. Like, your mana's fine, so it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why people are doing that, you know? I feel like it's just a lot of people hiding information. But what do I know? Oh, well, that's pretty strong. Well, it looks like we're going to take a big hit, but hopefully he'll play a P or something next turn and we can get a good Yehenni off. I guess we're going to keep this and then not play it. I mean, it probably did fine, because I think it smashes the black-white deck. So it was probably one of the better decks on their team. Like, there was a lot of black-white decks there. Whatever. I'm just going to take the damage. Cash Yehenni next turn. I don't think 3-color mana is particularly great. So I don't think it's particularly bad. We kind of telegraphed that we were making a play here, and he knows we have the snake still too, so I guess we'll just go ahead and play this one. Well, powerful cards, we call you. Swamp, you are not the powerful card we were looking for. I don't think Standard's open at all. I think Standard's probably close to already being solved, just the people that have already solved it are hiding the information. Like, I don't think the Standard's going to be particularly hard to solve. It just seems like it's hard to solve right now because a million people are playing a million different decks. But when some Pro Tour lists get out there and like people are playing a little bit more refined lists and stuff like that, it'll be easier to like just like point it out and abuse it, I think. Well, if he didn't have 4 cards in hand, we would technically be ahead in the race. Alright, well, I guess I go ahead and use this here. It's like Modern. Like, Modern's a solved format, right? Like, there is a clear best deck in Modern. But you can still compete in Modern playing anything you want because a million people play a million bad decks. I think that's what Standard is right now. Just a million people are going to play are playing a million bad decks right now, so it makes it seem like Standard's open when in reality it's not that open. I wonder if I'm supposed to attack him. Like, my life total's really low. Guess if I attack him, he gets to buy back Earthshaker, so. They didn't change the ruling to approach. I'll burn basically all of them. Like, all of these random green decks just don't even make sense to me. So we have to be basically dead, right? That sucked, by the way, that he had unlicensed. At least we're protected from a second unlicensed like this. I'll go ahead and shoot this. That way you can't like unlicense in response or anything. If we get out of this turn, we have a chance, but there's like a lot of things that kill us now. My card's good, but like the green decks are just so easy to beat. Yeah, well, that's a pretty good card, but it doesn't do... I guess it does a lot here, doesn't it? So we need like a Vraska's Contempt or something to win, because he can just buy back this and then block. So Vraska's Contempt probably wins the game? Guess I'm supposed to just attack. See if he wants to chump. This was a misplay. Oh gosh, I'm really bad. I didn't have an out though, did I? Yeah, I didn't have an out. Well, we came close this game. We'll have to see if he misses here. The black-white deck's good, but it can just never beat the green-black decks, I don't think. Alright, well, we're dead. Left himself dead. He's not dead to Hulk if he has an abrade. He just abrades it in response. I think I'm going to run it back. I don't think I want to change anything. Maybe these cards are a little bit better on the play. It's got a Heart of Kieran's and stuff, but I don't think they're good enough. Alright, JK, I'll try one. I don't think there was any way we could attack with both. Because he's just going to block the Walking Ballista. Yeah, this hand's good enough to keep, but it's pretty miserable. I'm really picky about the decks I play. Or, well, I'll rephrase. I'm really picky about the decks that I think are good. Alright. Congratulations on Venturous Impulse. You are bad. Basically kept a hand based on hopefully you being able to hit any spell. You hit no spell. See you, Auburn. Thanks for stopping by. So there's just no way that we're ever going to win this game. I can't even think of a set of draws that would bring us back in here. Maybe if we hit a Scrap Trawler or whatever the hell it's called, but that's probably not even going to be good enough. I think I'm supposed to block. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I think that's fine. Oh, cool, another land. I think that's fine deck building. Like, I don't think that's that bad. Who the hell cares if you can't crew your heart? Your history's just going to win the game if you have it on turn 3. Especially on the play. I still stand by history's the best thing in standard that adds a power and toughness to the board. Well, right on time. To do nothing. I thought this match would be pretty good for us, but we definitely, our million creature deck has to draw more than 2 creatures to be relevant. If this hand's super bad, maybe we can draw something and be useful now, but the odds of him not having, like, murder boats and braids are just, like, so low. It's like almost guaranteed that he has spells like that. And there's the first one. He's probably going to have more than one. I think I'm just going to do it like this. I don't care if we lose the counters here. Hopefully he can only kill one of the 2. And then maybe our Vraska's Contempts can buy us back in. It's going to be pretty hard though. I could have put another counter on this and played around Glorybringer. I probably should have. To be completely honest, I forgot about this getting a +1/+1 counter. So that was just a play error by me. So a really bad play error by me. Oh cool, he gets to tick up for mana. Yeah, well, we're just close to dead then, right? Just really, really close to dead then. Ended up not mattering because he didn't kill the Mimic, but it could have mattered. Thank you. Yeah, I love Little Squee. Those are Kindling Phoenix. We're going to contempt this thing. It's a little bit of life. Alright. I guess it's better to go ahead and pass the turn in case he draws Glorybringer. They're just not necessarily as good because Scrapheap Scrounger's so good and Knight of Malice is so good, but they are people that have tried them. There's also the Mardu list still. Let's see what opponent's doing here. Alright, I guess we're going to go ahead and shoot him. Then we're going to contempt this. And then we're going to hope we hit another good spell. But I mean, he's still got a lot of cards. That's what I call a good spell, friends. We might steal this game. We can still kill a Glorybringer if that's what he has. And if he doesn't have a Glorybringer and we get to untap of the Walking Ballista, we just win? Are we going to steal this game? As bad as our draw was? That was pretty neat. I'll be danged. We stole this game. Maybe this deck isn't as aggressive as I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty torn about which one I like. I like the Funky Monkey a pretty good amount, but I like my little Goblin Bro as well. The tokens are in fact pretty. I need one more of those tokens. Spoiler. If you happen to see one, pick it up for the Ray. He needs one. This is a deck that wants to be able to play a lot. This hand's fine. We live and we die by how good Fatal Push is in this matchup. We got somebody added 4 new photos to the Magic group. What we got going on here? Well, guess what, guys? There's a Fetid Pool over there, so these Fatal Pushes are going to be useless. JK, apparently he's playing a Sultai Snakish deck? Holy fuck, Mana Traders. I am very upset that I do not have any type of alerts, but I'm going to pop this over here. Mana Traders just kicked us a $50 donation. That is the biggest single donation I think I've ever had. Holy crap, that is extremely too generous. Wow. Now I feel bad for not having notifications. Holy shit. Can't believe you just did that. That's way too much. That's definitely way too much. Super appreciative though. For anybody who doesn't know, I do get all of my decks from Mana Traders. Absolutely love the service. I'm not just saying that because of the timing or anything. Has anybody watched me get my decks and stuff with them last night? Don't know what I'm gonna do when I go back to not having it. think I want the Winding Constrictor mostly because I can play it. Oh, that's just so generous, man. I highly appreciate that, Jay. Wow, I'm actually speechless. I get embarrassed when people give me donations. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but thank you. Thank you so much. I definitely don't deserve it. There's a heck of a lot better streams out there than me. Would you leave my little Mimic alone? That's a pretty good card. Alright, well, Karn, be useful. You're worth like 40 tickets for a reason, Karn. No, he's gonna kill my Mimic in response. What trickery are our opponents up to? Actually, does farm make constructs? Yes, Karn does make constructs. It doesn't show it there, so I guess I'll pop it up here. But yeah, construct artifact creature. I like how it's like cut off there. It's like token artifact creature. You can guess what begins with a CO. It says construct at the top of the word there, but I'm just trying to be funny. I'm probably failing at it miserably. No walking ballista, please. Would you do it, homie? Sweet. Alright, well. Things could be going worse. Construct travel. Oh wow, we get a creature this time too. We're obviously going to get the Foundry Inspector. He's not going to give us the Gear Hulk. Need to pop this out so we don't forget about it. Am I supposed to attack now? I think I'm just going to cast this and leave them both on defense. Because there's a chance that I'm -1 next turn. It's like a fairly good chance that I want a -1 next turn. Depending on how the rest of this turn plays out. Because getting back a Gear Hulk right here would be pretty sick. Opponents played most of their spells even though they don't have double green. Well, didn't have double green until now, rather. Of course. Well, I can trade both of my things for both of their things. Or I'll just do this. Pretty happy just doing this. Saving Karn has to be worth it. Give us the Big Daddy. I'm going to split the counters a little bit, but not a lot. I think I want them both to be 5/5s. I think I'm going to leave him on defense this turn too. That way he has to have 2 removal spells to get back at the Karn. That might be playing just a little bit too cautious, but I'm really into keeping this Karn alive right now because it is the bulk of everything we've got going for us. Opponent does now seem like he's kinda out of gas though. What do we hit? Red Rover, Red Rover. Oh, we hit a land. That's still pretty nice. It's 2 lands we don't have to draw. I'm just gonna start swinging for the fences now. I'm no longer worrying about saving our Karn. I'm gonna downtick our Karn if it survives next turn anyway. We have 1 chump blocker and 1 fatal push, and he had no relevant spell last turn, so with the exception of him drawing walking ballistas, I feel like we're just massively ahead here. And if he draws a walking ballista, we can't save Karn anyway, even with a block. Oh yeah, well we're definitely just minusing then. Go ahead and minus this pre-combat to make our construct just slightly bigger. Get rid of one blocker. We could have got rid of this. That was a play mistake. I'd already triggered Revolt when I got rid of the Karn, but it's fine. Like, he's not coming back from that board position. But that's still a play mistake by me. That was just like getting ahead of myself and trying to play too fast there. Alright, so he showed us like a bunch of Sultai things, but I have to just assume he's some kind of Constrictor deck. Which makes me want to immediately take out my Metallic Mimics. I don't really have a whole lot to bring in matches like this. We just bring in like our bigger creature removal. We bring in a Scrap Heap Taller because it works pretty good with some of these other little bad artifacts we have. But it's not particularly good. And then like I'm missing on another card, we'll just go ahead and throw in a Naturalize here. Like it's fine. He could be playing Hadana's Climb, Gearhulks, and Walking Bliss is one of the cards that scares me to death. I don't know why I didn't press F6. Probably going to kill that. Yep, definitely going to kill that. I don't know why I didn't play the Wooded Cemetery. I don't think it matters too much. I should have also led with a black mana on... Well, I couldn't lead with a black mana on turn 1. What am I talking about? I'm just talking to hear myself sometimes. That's always the funnest way to talk. You have nothing relevant to say, but it's cool to hear yourself. If he kills the Winding Constrictor, we can Fatal Push. I don't know if Bestiaries is for a match like this. It could be. Now, we're probably going to have to kill that. I don't really want to. Yeah, whatever. Wherefore, where art thou, you Karn? I guess I should attack first, but I've already started tapping the mana and there's no going back. No, not a second Fatal Push. Yeah, should have attacked first. He would have just killed it during the attack, but... that still just shows that I'm not playing particularly well. Not playing particularly well at all. It's probably worth it for me to kill the Servant, right? I don't know if it's worth it for me to kill the Servant now that I've drawn this. Yeah, I'm down with still killing the Servant. They have a third Fatal Push? Oh no, they're going to use this. That's fine, so they're going to trade their board for my board? Absolutely love that if that's what they're doing. Don't think they're going to do that. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Thought we were about to get real lucky there. We only have 22 lands in our deck, so like we have to count on our Land of Elves and stuff really surviving to get max value out of our bestiaries. Which I'm not sure how likely that stuff is to ever happen. This is the Jerry T special. And we have created a board. We possibly have a reader, which wouldn't be surprising. I had to read this. What? No kill, bro. This card's kind of cool. I think I'm willing to trade my 2 things for his 1 here. Could get blown out pretty hard if I try it, but we're in pretty bad shape anyway, ain't we? Is there any way to buy bulk cards on Moto? You just go to a random bot, right? That in theory should work. Could be asking to get got here. Oh, not really. I see what you're saying now, not really. Hey, Karn brother. Do your Karnly thing. That was our highest upside play. I thought it was our best chance to win because he's had these 3 cards for a while. All he's got to do is hit lands, and they're going to be pretty powerful. Whatever they are. Alright, whatever. I'm willing to bite and play 1 just to deal an extra 3 damage this turn. You want to go in on a pile of cannon sloofs, but you can't. Wonder if that red-black deck's actually going to be good. Everyone's favorite streamer. That's about the furthest thing from what I am, but thank you. Let's cast another big wonky bee. And by that I mean Caleb D. Okay, that's fair enough. He's probably on. Attack for 1,000,000. He's got to have some kind of removal spell here. It's just not reasonable for him not to. No, homie. 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 That was our big daddy. It's still fine though. We got 2 cards out of Karn. Which is pretty nice. But that's a blue mana. That's some bad signs. Alright, well, can we draw one of our 2 Vraska's Contempts? No, but we can draw the biggest of daddies. Boom. I will put you all on here. Boom. So you have to have a better play than just casting that next turn. Just casting that next turn is not good enough. Which is why I don't care to get rid of it in the manner that we did. If all you do is cast your big 5 thing, or your big 5/5 next turn, you're just dead. Point 4 to point 5. That was a good draw. And by good draw, I mean, I don't think it changes anything. Wait, did we have lethal? Did I miss it? I could have missed it. Could have missed it. Yeah, I could have missed it. Murph winning with blue-white still. Yeah, I can highly believe that I missed it. We know the card in his hand, though, so we know we have lethal this turn. Means we could have put the counters in better spots, too. We didn't have to put all 4 of them on one thing. See how you won? No, I didn't really look and see how you won. Alright. Let's load up our next match, pop the deck up, and then let's see how Murph won in the picture he showed us. Oh, you milled them out. That's interesting. The heck did you mill them out? Not actually sure how you milled them out. I can't see your graveyard. Yep. Highly believe that we missed lethal. We are certainly not 2-0. Thank you, Magic Online, for lying and making us feel better about ourselves. Alright, we'll keep it. I guess we're going to keep that too, since we have a Gearhulk in our hand. Probably should have played the swamp to bluff things, but bluffing things means so little, to be honest. Construct. I think we're going to have a very hard time beating mono green. I think we're about to drop down to 2 and 2. Could just snap block here. I think I'm pretty fine with that. I don't think us getting a 4 free Scrap Heap Scrounger is worth more than whatever he's going to do. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to be racing or anything. Huh. Could take this and then curve into this. Sure. That might not be right either. Oh, he Karned and Chandred so many times. Sure. Remember the first time I ever played Karn, I came dangerously close to milling myself. Not sure what we're supposed to do here. That seems like a good draw. Kind of want to keep this around, so I think I'm going to offer him to trade. Yeah, I'm fine offering him this trade. I also messed this whole turn up, didn't I? I shouldn't have played this pre-combat. I just shouldn't have played that pre-combat. That was bad ordering. What are they going to cast? A Skyship. That's a good one. Can we get an 8-8 this turn, friends? That's not an 8-8. Alright, well, we're probably dead if that's not an 8-8, right? Whatever he hits this turn is going to crew that and just kill this, but kind of like taking a gambit here that he won't have anything. Alright, he has something. So we're dead. Have no out now, I don't think. Because even our big threat now, he can kill with 1 mana. Oh, well, he still just has more things anyway. Alright, well. Boom. Smashed. Well, we're definitely going to need these. Actually, I think I want these as well. Kind of want these. Take out Karns in this match, I think. Our ground stuff's just not going to be as good in a match like this, is it? Huh. Yeah, we'll try this. I think we're currently, yeah, about to be 2-2. Alright, well, we got about as good a draw as we can get that doesn't have both colors lands anyway. We have a turn 1 elf and a way to kill their turn 1 elf. Ooh, they got the blue splash? Wouldn't have guessed that either. The tugboat goes to... Guess I shouldn't press F6 here. That's fine. We race. This is good in case they draw a merfolk of some kind. That's not a merfolk. That's not a merfolk at all. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I guess we have to do this. I think I want to put auto counters on this. Just in case next turn they have a something. Like a Brontodon or something. Like all our peas aren't in one basket, so to speak. Don't think they'll attack with both. They attack with both, doesn't that mean I pretty much win? I think they're dead on board, right? So they have something I'm not thinking about? Well, I didn't think they could attack with both. They proved to me that they could. Toot toot. I'll say it now. This hand become really good and you don't know how. It was easy. We had to turn 1 Landlord Elf and they didn't. Solved. Just wash my hands with it, pop my knuckles, ready to rock. I think this deck could really use a Rishkar. I keep wanting a Rishkar. Our opponent had a pretty reasonable draw. He just didn't have the turn 1 bad boy. The problem is, and one of the reasons this match is so bad is we really just have nothing to do to beat the Brontodons. Like, we're this kind of like all-in artifact strategy, and little homie over there is like, yo, bro, I don't care. I don't care how many of them bad artifacts you got. I got Thrashy B. I don't know why I talk like a child. I don't know why I talk like that. Alright, opponent mulligan. We keep. We have 2 removal spells. Opponent put on top. Don't you do it, homie. Homie did it. He played the Ming Elf, too. That's the elf that's got blades. He's ready to cut a fool. I demand your hand be useless now. Useless? Hey. Spyglass said, that sounds good. Oh god, no! That thing's humongous. Lands? Alright, lands is a start. Where do we want to go from here? We just play a little homie. Little homie don't do a whole lot, though. How to fart with his mouth. How's that for noises? Alright, I'm going to play this thing. I may or may not block, depending on just millions and millions of peaches. Probably not going to block. Probably just going to take our 5. Hope he doesn't have a second. Oh no, not Frashy Bree. Frashy B's really good versus me. Unfortunate. Alright, I give up. I'm just going to cast stuff now. Maybe we'll bait him into using a Frashy B somehow. And then our Verdus, our Gearhulk buddy can do something. That doesn't seem like things that are likely to happen. Like, I'm definitely going to block with this dude. Like, that seemed like a pretty easy block. No! Why do you have to have a second one? We tried so hard! I guess we're just going to put 2 on each of these, so they're both big enough to kill that thing. This thing over here is already going to be a 5/5, so... Am I supposed to attack with a 4/3 then? I like attacking with the 4/3, I think. We gotta get this game over with, friends. And if he kills it, whenever this scrap trawler dies, we'll be able to get the Mimic back, which is just synergies. That's when you know things are going to go well. I have no idea how this game's going to turn out. Things are being cast and things are being done. I don't think I'll land nowhere else. Oh, he's got a third Brontadazzle? Brontadaddy? I can't attack now, can I? Opponent probably has Galta. It's probably the last card in his hand. And that, my friends, is why we have problems. I'll just attack with both. Figure out what happens from here. Like maybe he does some kind of cool block. Hey, he did some kind of cool block. Back homie. Kill that homie. And then replay this homie. I wasn't sure that he was going to do that block, but that felt cool. That gave us a chance. What's this? Oh, it's a tug ship. It's a skyboat. So now we get our Mimic back. Go ahead and disenchant that guy. Get Construct back. Attack for 6. Well, that worked out really well. Hey, Lees. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. So we can play this and this, or we can just play this. I think I'm just going to play this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put every counter on this Mimic, too. Just attack with 2 big guys. Not really care if they die. Forces a chump block if he doesn't have some kind of removal spell. If he does have some kind of removal spell, we still have gas in our hand. That game went from, I didn't think we could win at all, to we just kind of like exploded and did really sweet things with our scrap heap babies. I keep calling them scrap heap, but like they're scrap trawlers. They're not scrap heaps. These things. We had a pretty good hand from him too. The triple thrashing Brontodon hand. I'm not 100% sure about his blocks, but that's okay. We have acquired a pity chest with a sweet, sweet deck. This deck's fun. This card is just fun. It makes me feel like we should load up a modern deck now. Get us some KCIs on some brothers. Pretty darn excited. But God, I sold an item on TCG Player. And Quest Search, thank you for the follow. I do not know why my thing is not telling me that you followed. What the heck? Why is this not working? My thing's supposed to tell me when I get follows. There it is. 2 hours ago. It wasn't there though before. I don't know why. That's a tilt. That's the second time recently that it's messed up. I really wish we were 3-0. We might try that pretty soon, Duretti, because I think that's a relevant deck. Gosh. I kind of want to keep this hand. These Walkie Boys are so good. We're on the draw. Theoretically, this will find us a second land. Alright, we'll keep this hand. This might be a loose hand. Hey, wait. D. Joey Joe. No, close. Alright, so this match is probably not going to be great for us. If this doesn't hit a land, oh, brutal. Alright, well, I guess we'll take the one that we might be able to cast soon. See, this is one of the main reasons I don't like Adventurer's Impulse. I'm pretty sure that these should just be additional lands in almost every deck. Alright, well, game's over. Chain Whirler. Don't think we have any outs from here. I think the hand was a fine keep though. On the draw, we had 2 draw steps plus an impulse, so we had 5 cards to try to find a land. That has to be right? Like mathematically, it just has to be a decent keep. All right, so versus mono red, we know we want these. We know we want these 6. Probably want this thing as well. I think Karns are just bad versus all the red decks in general. I took these out versus a red deck earlier, but I'm not sure that maybe I should just be taking out Mimic instead. Mimic blocks earlier, but like Mimic doesn't die to Chain Whirler, and that seems relevant, not giving him a bunch of targets for the Chain Whirler. But if we take out the Mimic, we have less things to get back with our scrap trawlers. So I think we're just going to leave the Mimics. I feel like this match is just pretty hard, and we don't have like a super good solution either way. I'm going to keep this hand. We have a turn 2 play, a turn 3 play. Maybe we'll find the green mana at some point, even though drawing the green mana later in the game's pretty bad. But still think the hand's probably good enough to keep. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is just a bad hand too. What if I'm supposed to play the Mimic or the Scrap Heap on one? Sorry, on my first turn rather, not one. Guess I'm going to play the Mimic, because we're probably going to need a bigger creature, especially if we don't hit lands. That's a bad sign. Really needed him to play something there, and we really need it in our 2 draw steps to find a land. I should have attacked again, but... Okay, that's confusing to me. He's just going to abrade that one? Weird. Alright, well, we saw 3 lands in 2 games. That's not how you're ever going to win a match. Is this better to buy the one that's in the graveyard back? We have the Vraska's Contempt for that, but... So he doesn't care if it takes some damage? We are pretty low already, though. Rip. Well, after that really sweet game versus Mono Green, this feels a little anticlimactic. Not that I would expect to win this match, but you would expect to get to play your spells. And I'm pretty sure we can scoop, but I guess we'll take our draw step and see. Just gonna send on Bofik that, but we're dead on board. We have no out. I will bluff a Fatal Push. Alright, well we got crushed really quickly. That's kind of anticlimactic. Let's go ahead and go pop open our pretty little chest. What are you? What are you? And I don't know what these cards are. Call my bluff. Like, we probably weren't quote-unquote bluffing anyway. Like, he probably couldn't not call it. Like, he probably just beat us even if we had it. And I mean, it's not like we were going to win even if he didn't call it. Anyway, this thing's worth like $1. Oh, wow. We did well today. This thing sells for like $1, and this thing sells for, I don't know, probably like 5 and change. Wait, which one is this? That's the new one. Yeah, probably sells like 5 and change. Yeah. Like I don't think the man could lose. What are the outs for us if he put this in the when I get lazy enough I'll sell it pile? What are the outs if we did have the Fatal Push? He kills our creature, we Fatal Push his Chain Whirler, every card in his hand's useless, we untap and contempt his dragon. I mean, it wasn't really a bluff, I was mostly just talking. Let's go back and view the deck real quick. SCG Cone, yeah. Was that our plan? That he was just going to attack with both of them? Yeah, I don't know whether it's good or bad, but I can tell you 100% I would be playing Infect if I went to that event. Anyway, the deck was real fun tonight. I liked it a lot. It's probably not as powerful as like Sultai or just normal black-green, but We had that one really sweet game with the scrap heap, which was pretty nice, and getting to cast these ahead of curb with these was pretty cool in a couple spots. Like, it was a fun deck. I would play it again sometime. Like, I enjoyed it. But, so that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank Quest Search for the follow, Mana Traders for the massive donation, and all of you beautiful people for coming and watching. All 12 of you, which was pretty sweet. Well, this deck was a lot funner than that. I'm surprised more people weren't interested in it. Who are we going to host? We're going to host the standard player. We can host... Oh wow, we can host somebody that's actually playing the deck that we were playing. Let's go watch a better player play the deck that I'm playing. That seems pretty sweet, right? Wait, Buttons is on too, though. I like hosting Buttons when Buttons is on. Alright, we're going to host Buttons. Yeah. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and we will be back tomorrow sometime. Don't forget, there's a Grand Prix Legacy. I think it starts in about 3 hours and 20 minutes. For those of you who like watching Legacy coverage. And enjoy your Friday Night Magics or whatever you go to this evening. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.